Hands! You got them? You can draw them. Okay, I'm going to break down what I do, and hopefully it'll help you. So here's the thing. I like to set up hands just almost like you would set up the body. You have your structure, and I like adding this line in here because that adds 3D. So your hands aren't flat, because hands, you want them to be dynamic. So see, the way that I draw them here with these is with these tubes almost, and it helps your hand really come to life and helps you understand the structure of what you're drawing. So I draw my hands like this in segments, and it always works out for me just like that. Now, another thing that's very helpful with hands is reference, because if you're going through trying to do a really tough, difficult hand position, and you're just not even sure what it would really look like, reference is really helpful. And for myself, I just use my own hand. I just take a picture of my hand with my phone, and I can look at it, and boom, you got a reference. And it's just the reference you need. Now I know I've heard of some apps and stuff that will do that too, that will just generate the poses you want, and I'm sure they probably work great. I've just never I've never tried them, so I don't know. But that's what I do. Use my own hands. And like I say, start with the palm first, work out from there. And I know it looks kind of ugly, but when you get done and you ink it, usually turns out okay. And then I add in things like, fingernails and more details and stuff. So you've got a person's waist or something. You've got an arm coming in here. You want to do that, hand on hip kind of thing, and it can be kind of a pain. You don't know how to place the fingers, and you're like, I don't know what to do, One thing that I've noticed that always looks good, and a lot of people do it, is you have the middle finger and the ring finger together. They tend to kind of follow each other. Usually you can put those two fingers together and it'll make it look good. So that is something to remember. Kind of like there. See? Hands don't have to be bad. I made the pinky a little too long. It just takes the right kind of setup and understanding of how they work, just like any body part. Another thing, and this is just preference, I like to make my hands and fingers specifically, and kind of bluntly. That's more of a manly kind of way to draw hands. Maybe that's just because that's the way my hands are, but that's what I do. So I use them for reference. If you want to go more girly, you can make the fingers slimmer and make the fingertips kind of more come to a tip. That's just a little tip. I like to add in the creases too of the hand, where the knuckles are and stuff. That's just preference. If you're doing manga or something, you don't really have to do that. Knuckles are not a big deal. I just sort of hint at them in the hand there. Keep trying. Just keep practicing, because you can do it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and you can follow me on pretty much any social media at The-Mistress-of-Time. And some of those links will be down below in the description. That's all for now.